great question. Number one, wear a shirt. Definitely just take the time to wear a shirt.
That's not a not a thing. Like wearing a shirt is not a helpful tip. Like unless you're at the beach or at the pool.
Since the pandemic, if you'll let me finish, I didn't realize that you have to wear a shirt everywhere. I'm sorry. I thought I'm sure that I'm not the only one that walks around in their underwear and goes to meetings and parties like that.
This makes my dad laugh. I need to get my yum-yums in my tum-tums. Something I've never heard in my life. I don't know who my son's father is. Based on this thing, he's a 22-year-old man who carries around love in his pockets, eating ice cream. I need to get my yum-yums in my tum-tums.
Sick of hearing about everyone's big dick. I'm getting
Bill Hader's big dick.
Tired about everyone's big dick. Can we all just shut the fuck up about it? Like, okay, sorry, right?
Now I'm the only person left. This is what happened. I tuned in. You motherfuckers. This is what I get. This is how I'm treated. I'm a guest. I showed up last minute as a guest because they said, we need somebody. I said, guys, I got you. I arrived. I came in. Boom. I set up the lights real quick. Guys, 30 minutes ago, I was in therapy. And now I'm here hosting a Twitch stream? What is Twitch? What are we doing? Now I'm doing a monologue on Scheer's Twitch? What's happening? Hughes, hey. What the fuck is going on, man?
Guys, my kids just took over my computer and shut me out.
Jerry, can you show us some dog handling techniques and tips?
So this is it. So we run with the dogs. Come on. We're running. And then we run and we stop. And we sit, boys, sit. Sit, boys. Show them. Sit. Guys, sit.
Jerry, are those your dogs?
We got them for the show. Super cheap rentals. And because of COVID, you don't have to have the handler. They just gave them to me.
Oh. I didn't know.
Oh man! Wow, we were not ready.
We weren't ready. Done the show. I just haven't done the show
for.
So long.
Yeah, it's been a bit. Wow, I really awkward way to start the show.
Awkward, and also just talking. Also, we can't talk over each other.
Yeah, we shouldn't be talking. We should not be talking.
Oh, while I'm talking.
At this point, we should just
point in the show. You need to be
pass like a baton pass
because we've been doing it for so long. It doesn't make any sense.
We'll have a segment that you'll say it, and I'll.
This has a lot of dark secrets.
Honestly, here what we need to do is we're going to talk about politics. We're going to talk about entertainment. We're going to talk about all these kind of things. These important things going on. I mean, at the same time, we're also going to be fun. It's going to be about who's the boss. So it's for me, it's about dad time. It's also about friend time. That's friend zone. Rob,
Paul,
happy birthday, buddy! I know it's your birthday that is past, but I wanted to be the last person.
Thank you
to wish you happy birthday because now you can't, and now it's stolen valor. Any other day after this. I mean, maybe I'll give everybody in the chat a chance to wish you a happy birthday. What's your favorite Rob memory? Pop it in the chat. We'll revisit some of our favorite Rob memories. Somebody said, Buttonhead, who I just met in San Francisco. Buttonhead came out to Book Passage in Corte Madera. And I met him.
Did he or she introduce themselves as Buttonhead?
Yes. And here's the thing. I also met a gentleman called vegan. Well, he was wearing a vegan police shirt, but
You
I
met
know
a
him
lot-
as his
you met
other
a lot
name.
of people from the chat.
I met a lot of people from friend zone. When I signed a lot of books, I signed a lot of books. Put your T's in the chat as I was out there. But it was funny because some people would come up to me and they would say, "Hey, my name is Dwayne.
Yeah.
Can you make it out to Dwayne?" And I'd be like, I'm Buttonhead. I'm like, no, I would have no idea that Buttonhead's name is not Dwayne. But I didn't know. Like a lot of people. Like, yeah, I don't know everybody's. I know them by their moniker. I know them by their icon. I didn't know their names.
Yeah. I don't know, but it would take me a minute if someone came up to me on the street and was like, "Hey, I'm Farm Boy with an 8 for the B." I would be like,
yeah,
"Oh,
I love Farm Boy." But yeah, but if Farm Boy came up to you and started talking to you normal and then dropped the bomb that they're Farm Boy, it would be, you don't know. You're not seeing faces.
Sometimes I worry that Farm Boy would like break into my house. I don't think this would happen, but I worry that Farm Boy might break into my house, tie me up, and then my wife and kids get home, scare them off, and then would just like torture me, or I don't know.
Oh, geez. Well, Rob, I asked for people to send in some birthday memories of you.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Buttonhead said, do you remember the video that he sent you last year for your birthday?
Again, I don't think it was under the name Buttonhead. So people sometimes send me videos. A lot of times it's them, like jacking off and so I don't know. Sometimes I don't click on those videos.
Well, by the way, Buttonhead, I will say, did do the right thing. He just introduced himself as Buttonhead, and I wrote the inscription to Buttonhead. Okay. Well, Buttonhead, send that video in because let's see what that video is if you can still find it. Somebody else said, Rob, they want you to address the fact that you went shirtless in Portland.
Oh, well, that's not entirely true. It was very windy. The venue where we performed was very windy, and the wind blew my shirt open at one point in the show. The shirt I was wearing had some snaps,
right?
And it was very windy, and the wind blew my shirt open. So it was really embarrassing.
I was on that stage. It wasn't that windy, and everybody else's shirt stayed on. It just felt like you were kind of embracing
that's Bert Kreischer's joke. I like Bert Kreischer. I was not gunning for him at all. And by the way, we all have naked under our clothes. We're all naked. So I can't.
That's a great point. I mean, that is, I am sorry that I couldn't celebrate your birthday with you, but my buddy got married this week.
What?
Yeah. Did you? I was surprised I didn't even see you there. I know it's gotten a little bit of attention. Molly, show. I was at my buddy's wedding. It was beautiful.
Oh, Paul! Congratulations.
Yeah.
This is
you? Oh no, it's on me. I was the best man. And we just had a great time.
Oh, I'm just now reading who this is. I thought it was Satan. It's no, it's a human named Rupert Murdoch. Oh yeah, okay.
Murdoch. Yeah. He's 93 years old. Got married for the 5th time this week. 93 years young.
I showed this picture to somebody. I can't remember who it was, and they actually said, "Well, she's not as young as I thought she'd be." Like as a compliment to both of them. It wasn't like a 19-year-old or something. But
I just get, honestly, my whole thing is this: why get married when you're that old? What about it? Like, do you believe in love?
You got to get that pussy, bro.
Oh, man.
Paul. Look, Paul, I'll be honest with you. I love intercourse, and I know you do.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm sure Rupert Murdoch does, and I think that. Well, do you think that? Now the show's taking a hard turn here, but do you think she signed a prenup, or does it even come up?
By the way, all right. So Rupert Murdoch, 93 years old, marries for the 5th time. You have to imagine, just by the law of averages, this marriage maybe lasts 5 years. Right? Like in the grand, like we would all be lucky to live to be 98 years old, right? Like that would be a blessing.
Honestly, I don't want it. I don't want it.
Well, right.
I've given my wife full permission at a certain point of my choosing. Like I'll give her a window of okay, I'm now whatever. 80, and I haven't decided yet on the year. It depends on how I'm doing. But like, I'm going to tell her, this is the year when we'll go for a hike and you can push me. Like when I'm not looking, don't tell me when it's coming. Just come up behind me and push me off a cliff.
You don't want to do it again. You don't want to do it together.
No. My wife's a lot younger than me. You know, my wife's like 16, I think, 17.
Yeah, but don't say her real age because
we got married in Utah. It's totally legal in Utah. No, my wife's 11 years younger than me, so she's, you know, I'll go before her, hopefully. But I've told her, like, there will be a year when I say you can. Now that I've said this online, then when she does it, she'll probably go to prison. Not my problem.
No,
but
yeah.
You know, I've given her authority, and it doesn't have to be a shove off a cliff. It could be a hammer to the head. Yeah. Anyway, it could be like a bear. You know, maybe she dresses me up in like baloney pants, and we go for a hike, and there's like coyotes and bears, and you know.
Well, I don't want to poison any coyotes by feeding them like processed meat. Give them something good. Give them, you know, a real meat. Not bologna seems like a fake meat.
Well, it's just when you think about actually making the pants and everything, bologna seems to me you're going to have to use or a very thinly sliced, you know,
like prosciutto or something. Here's what I want to say about this. Again, I'm gonna throw some things at you. I want to see what you react to. So this woman, how old do you think she is?
I didn't read the headline. I think I didn't really look. I'll guess she's in her 50s. I don't know.
67.
Okay.
Not
Great.
bad, right? Not bad. I mean,
great.
Age appropriate-ish. But here's the thing.
I don't know, Paul. He's 93.
Yeah, probably 76, maybe a little bit better. I don't know. Yeah, it's a little bit. Yeah. But she was also married to another billionaire.
Of course she was.
Right. So she was married, and this wedding is coming off of a broken engagement. What? Did you know about this? Like, yeah. So there was an engagement that happened last summer.
The two of them?
No, to Anne Leslie Smith, who was like a dental hygienist turned conservative radio host.
Gosh.
Right. And so they got engaged and they broke it off after a month. And then within a year, he's like, well, why do you want to be married so much? Like, do you believe that Rupert Murdoch is so old that he's like, I can't have sex unless I'm married? Do you believe it? Like, that is in his mind. He's like, I gotta get this,
Paul,
you know.
I think the sad reality of this is that this is a person that needs someone to like wipe his ass and like, you know,
no way. He's got a nurse for that.
Paul, that's what marriage is about.
Oh,
that's my wife. No,
if my wife needed me to wipe her ass, I would buy her a Toto toilet, which does all that work for you.
I don't know. It's definitely not about sex. I mean,
then what is it about? Love?
It's not about love. If we're being really generous, maybe it's about companionship or conversation or the intimacy of just sharing, you know, like your breakfast with someone.
But do you need to get married at 93? She's married to a billionaire. I'm sure she got a good package. I'm sure that he's, you know, like they could be together. I'm sure like what, you know, I don't know. I don't know.
Why isn't this a reality show, by the way? Why aren't there, I mean, you could argue that Golden Bachelor was that. No, I'm sure that's not what that was, but
it is.
Well, but he's not that old. And
not that old.
That guy ended up being, I didn't watch Golden Bachelor, but I thought there was some sort of controversy about that. But why isn't there a reality show where it's like a billionaire in his 90s is going to marry some young weirdo?
I mean, I'm fascinated by the entire thing. I love that he's just like gunning to get married. Like he's like moving too fast for a 93-year-old. He looks spry. I mean, I'm not talking about any of his politics. I just think that like
interesting succession theory here. Maybe he wants to cut the kids out of the will.
Okay. All right.
Pacific Northwest Paloma. Maybe he wants to cut the kids out of the will. Could be something like that. I mean, you could just do that anyway.
But he did move Lachlan Murdoch as his sole successor, right? So he
Is
is
that true? Yeah, I
there,
don't know
yeah.
his.
So I mean, there is a little. Apparently, somebody said there are great beach pictures of the two of them.
Oh,
So let's see.
oh,
I mean, again, I'm this is not age shaming at all. I love true love, and we like to talk about true love here on the show.
Now, can I
Oh,
ask why we
whoa,
went specifically
Molly.
from my birthday into Rupert Murdoch's?
I was saying, I'm sorry.
Do I remind you of? Do I make you think of Rupert Murdoch? Do you think
No. I just wanted to let you know that, like, yes, it was important to celebrate your birthday, but my friend, my good friend,
yes,
Rupert Murdoch was getting married, and I was hanging out with, the owner of, was it Kraft? I was hanging out with Kraft.
Robert Kraft.
Robert Kraft. I was hanging out with. I was also hanging out with Guy Fieri, who was also there. He.
Are you serious?
I was.
Right, do you have some beach pictures that you're going to show me? I have
Molly,
not eaten.
can you?
I have not eaten yet. Don't.
If you pull up beach Rupert Murdoch, okay.
There you are. That was some
this is going to be these photos. This is from last year with his old fiance.
Now, Buttonhead says it's about hooking her up with a piece of that will for her putting up with his dusty balls until he croaks. But I mean, I could see that that's her motivation. I don't know what his motive. Whoa.
Going shirtless on the beach, ready to go. Now, the first picture, obviously, they love the beach. But then you can see that there's a man, Molly, if you scroll over to the third picture, there's a man that's right off to the side, ready to help him walk on the sand.
Oh, my gosh.
Which is not...
That's probably his son. That's Lachlan, I think.
Yeah, not abnormal. Lachlan,
Daddy,
you got to pull up those shorts, buddy.
Daddy, Papa.
Pull up those shorts, buddy.
Papa, I got to get to Fox News. Papa.
I mean, look, no one should be seen. No one should be seen bathing, sunbathing. But
by
yeah.
By the way, if you're just joining us for the first time ever, this is not typically the show. We don't normally make fun of shirtless old men and their.
Well, Rob, we actually did tie a couple of things together here. You said that you were much older than your wife. We recently addressed your shirtless allegations.
That's true.
And now we are seeing all this. Yes,
there is a theme. We used the thrust of the show. If you're just tuning us, we've kind of gotten away from it. We used to, recap. We ran into some legal problems, but we used to recap Who's the Boss, the 80s hit sitcom with Tony Danza. But then it got out of control because Paul and I started recapping the show, and the viewership became. I mean, it was all consuming. We were everyone who watches the show became so into it. We decided to have a con, like a conference, so we had a Who's the Boss con in Orlando, Florida. And everyone in the chat and so many people who watch us on the internet came to that. And, there's just, we just got into a lot of legal problems. There was some food poisoning. There was some illegal sex parties and some dog fighting that we were allegedly making money off of. And
when Tony Danza, who I just want to go out on a limb here. Not even go out on a limb. When we were sued by the producers of Who's the Boss for spreading the largest case of gonorrhea in rural Connecticut, we were told that we had two things. We could pay the medical bills of everyone who attended BossCon, or we could stop advertising ourselves as a Who's the Boss recap show. Now, we do still recap that show on the down low, but due to the legal ramifications of everyone out in a small town outside of Hartford, Connecticut, getting gonorrhea, which apparently we were responsible for, we can't bill ourselves as Who's the Friend Zone anymore.
Well, the problem is that when you build a giant hot tub without a filtration system, I don't know all of the laws, and I don't know all of the pool maintenance code of hygiene and stuff. Like, I don't have time for that. Primarily, I'm an actor and a comedian. Paul is primarily a New York Times best-selling author. We got to get into
primarily a New York Times best-selling author.
So we don't have time to research and put chlorine in there and all that
No,
stuff.
because I'm too busy. I'm too busy doing meet and greets across the country. So we just say, get in the hot tub. What happens in the hot tub stays in the hot tub. And again, we don't want to get into it. We signed an NDA that says we can't get into it.
Streamlabs is commenting on your setup. Oh, you noticed how?
Because someone asked. Rob, I want to bring up this.
My setup does not look great. But once we, start doing the show for real, don't worry, I'm gonna set it up.
Well, Rob, here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting ready for the show. I was getting excited to talk to you again. And I stumbled on something that I don't know if you know about.
Mm-mm.
Did you know that Folgers coffee has a history of being incredibly sexist in their commercials in the 1960s? Like, this is not a bit. This is true that Folgers coffee.
I've seen this clip and it is incredible. And
take a look at this. This is true. Here we go.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Harvey, want anything special for your birthday?
Just a decent cup of coffee.
You're kidding.
I'm serious. Honey, your coffee's undrinkable.
It's pretty harsh.
Well, so's your coffee. The girls down at the office make better coffee on their hot plates. Well, see you later.
And he didn't even kiss me goodbye. If I could just make a decent cup of coffee, I could relax. So, relax. Why don't you try Instant Folgers? Tastes good as fresh perked. Good as fresh perked. I'll surprise Harvey for his birthday tonight.
Hey, great coffee.
It's Instant Folgers. Doesn't it taste good as fresh perked?
Better.
Better than those girls make at the office?
Honey, their coffee can't hold a candle to yours.
Instant Folgers taste good as fresh perked. Try it.
He just drank a hot cup of coffee and he's ready to go to the 1950s bone zone. This guy, he looked like he was about to slap his wife. He is aggressive.
It looked like it might get physical there. I was a little bit worried. I'm looking for another one.
There's a barbecue one. Molly, if you just type in Folgers 1950s, you'll see so many.
I'm going to send one to Molly right now. And Molly, should I text it to you? I'll text it to you. And I want you to watch this one, or let's watch another one, and then Molly will get this one. But there's a guest star in one that I want you to tell me who the guest star is.
Oh, I cannot wait! I just love that this is this was their. I love that Folgers is like, you know what? Let's take the attention away from the fact that we're an instant coffee by just aligning ourselves with men who are angry at their wives. It is that is the most angry Leave It to Beaver episode I've ever seen.
I mean, he stands up and gets in her face so much so that they even had to cut to another angle where he was like a little further away.
And how much time is that commercial taking? That's like an episode of Bravo's The Valley. It's like we're really watching a whole thing play out here.
I auditioned to play the best friend in the commercial.
Oh, yeah. I think it would have been weird because then it would have seemed like he's hanging out.
Well, I improvised some stuff. Yeah, I improvised some stuff in the commercial that they didn't like. I was like, oh, really? He didn't kiss you goodbye? And then I kissed her. Because back then, Paul, Hollywood was different. You could do.
Yes, I know. That's what you keep on talking about.
You could improvise a kiss. And you could improvise a kiss and not get in trouble.
You shouldn't do that. No, you shouldn't do that.
Okay. Who
$5 on it. Want him at 5? Here it goes then. Sold down in front for 4.5. Cora.
Hi, Cora. My father had a car just like that.
It's only $25.
You stole it, if it runs. Coffee? Smells good.
This is perfect.
He doesn't talk about my coffee that way. This is Maxwell House. Been around as long as that clock. I think it tastes best. Good to the last drop. Maxwell House is always good. Try some yourself. Thanks. Hi, Cora. Hi, kids. Get that clock running?
Sure did, and her coffee's been fantastic.
Maxwell House is the only kind I sell. Like they say, good to the last drop.
Maxwell House Coffee from General Foods. Always good to the last drop.
Okay, Paul, don't look at the chat. Do not look at the chat.
Yes.
Look at me and tell me who is the old lady.
Oh my gosh, I wasn't even like thinking that was anybody. Is it like the mom from Oh, I know exactly who it is. That's the witch from Wizard of Oz, right?
You got it.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, that because first of all, what was going on in commercials? I mean, like,
first of
wow,
all, why
we're
are
writing
commercials?
Like
why
movies.
are commercials fucking over a minute long? Like, I think they just like didn't. Who knows? Like back then, maybe it was just like, hey, look, well, doesn't matter. We'll make it whatever time we want.
I also love that she pours them just hot black coffee after an auction. Like, oh, let's go get that. Let's go get that. Like,
there's also like no music or anything. It's just like, okay, so you guys are at a garage sale. You go over, you talk to this old lady that you know. How did we get onto this? I don't know.
Well, I was showing you that. Like, I thought that this is another one I'm going to send it to Molly. But here's what I'll say about that other thing about these coffee commercials. Hold on one second. I'm going to send this to Molly. Hold on. What I think is so funny is they clearly left like a piece of business in there that means nothing. Like she's sniffing the bottom of a pineapple. Like she's like, oh, hi. And then I'm like, wait, so she says she owns a supermarket, but she's also in her part-time setting up like a little pop-up. Like she's like, I got to get the word out about the supermarket. So I'll be selling coffee on the like, I don't even understand why she's there. She's not a coffee stand. She's a full-on supermarket. Here's this other one I wanted to show you. And then here we go.
You make me feel very unwifely, McNaughton. Go barbecue.
I still say don't serve your awful coffee with my steaks.
Oh, Mrs. Olson, he's always crabbing about my coffee. I could cry.
Good thing I didn't come empty-handed. This'll help. Folgers coffee.
Oh, I'm a washout at making coffee.
Making coffee's no trick. You just need a coffee with better flavor. And Folgers is mountain grown.
Mountain grown? Really better?
That's the richest coffee. Especially the way Folgers blends it. Make some.
Okay. I hope McNaughton notices.
Honey, you surprised me. Your coffee's terrific.
No more complaints?
You can make coffee for all my barbecue.
Ew!
Try
Coffee
Folgers,
for all?
the mountain-grown coffee. Mountain-grown for better flavor.
Coffee for all his barbecues?
These motherfuckers just drink coffee all the fucking time.
Hey, you want some coffee and steak? Hey, everybody, come over to the house.
Hey, everybody come outside in the hot sun and have some hot coffee. And also, you can clearly hear him sipping out of an empty cup. He's like, like there's like nothing in the cup.
And again, I don't want to cast aspersions on anything, but this German woman coming in, like, who is this woman that's coming into this like very pedestrian house? Like, I love that the biggest issue is like women being so upset that their husband, like, you have a bigger problem in your relationship if your husband is getting that mad at your coffee making skills.
I mean, I think that's just what society was like back then. Like you just got to boss people around and yell at them about the good old days, Paul. I'm telling you, those were the good old days.
I mean, I don't want to look, I'm guessing that woman is German, and someone put it here in the chat, so I feel like I can say what I was thinking, which is like, is that woman, is she a former Nazi that's hiding out in the States? That's just like, yes, it's good. Yes. It's very good coffee. You drink it.
Yeah. I want to show you, I haven't watched this thing. Molly, I just sent you this other thing. I don't know if this is interesting or not, but the one time, I guess I heard about this in the documentary, but I haven't seen it. The Mr. Rogers was really worried about kids being so scared of the Wicked Witch that he had her come on the show. And I sent Molly this clip. I don't know if it's too long, we can bail on this.
I've seen this in the movie. It's great, but let's watch it.
My favorite episode of The Neighborhood was one that featured Margaret Hamilton.
One of the movies that she played in was called The Wizard of Oz. And she played the part of the Wicked Witch of the West.
There were a lot of stories that I've heard from adults even saying how much that movie has scared when they were watching it as a child. And they say, as a matter of fact, I'm still scared watching it as an adult. So I mentioned to Fred, Fred wrote his own material. I said, maybe there's something we can do about scary images, which is being part of that. And as a matter of fact, Margaret Hamilton is a big fan of the program because she watches with her grandchildren. I had read a letter that she wrote to the TV magazine in New York City, where she lived, and she watched that public station. And Fred said to me, well, if you can find Margaret Hamilton, I'll write the script. So she came on. We found her, I found her, and she came on, and we had for a costume that looked like the one she wore in the movie, and she came in her civilian clothes but put it on.
It's helping me just to see you get into these things.
Oh, I'm glad.
To know that you're a real lady who got dressed up to play this part.
What if when she puts it on, she's like, "And you die, Mr. Rogers."
Children
someone said in the chat,
girls and boys like
she wasn't hard to find. She was under the house.
Yes, they certainly do.
And when you feel as if,
I my mom did that for me when I was a young kid because
She dressed up like the Wicked Witch.
Well, I was so scared of Bill Bixby from the Incredible Hulk turning into the Incredible Hulk. It scared me so much. I told my kids about this. I was like, guys, when I was a kid, when Bill Bixby turned into the Incredible Hulk, which was played by Lou Ferrigno, it freaked me out. And they're like, we want to see it. And I'm like, guys, you are not ready to see it. And they're like, Dad, we want to see it. And June's like, let him see it. And I'm like, okay. And then we played it. It was the dumbest thing I've ever. It's so bad.
I could see how, because it's a little bit stressful because he's like tied up or he's like chained up and they're like zapping him with like gamma radiation and he's like and his eyes turn like they cut to him and he's got those contacts in.
Well, yeah, like his eyes go to like cat eyes, and it's like I think that was like so scary to me. And it was like, but my mom was like, "I'll show you how to, be like this. I'll transform you into the Incredible Hulk." And then I was just painted green. I think it got me over it. I'm not sure, but it was like, but that I did because it was. But when you watch it now, Molly, I'm gonna send it to you right now because why not?
My daughter, when we watched The Wizard of Oz, was not freaked out because TVs are so good now.
Yeah,
that the Wicked Witch is so green, it's crazy. It's like so, like it used to be like when I watched it when I was little, it was like kind of like the film was all gross. Now everything's been remastered and retouched, and like it looks really like over the top. Like, and you can see.
Oh, that's really interesting. Yeah, like my kids saw it as well, and they were not freaked out. Like it wasn't scary, but I think like back then at that that Mr. Rogers time, people were like, "Oh, witch." We're not that far away from Salem witch trials at that point.
I told you that I met Lou Ferrigno on I Love You Man. Like he's in,
yeah.
And when I went to shake his hand, he does this thing where he kind of like messes up the handshake a little bit, where he'll kind of catch you out here at first and kind of like mess it up, or like he'll put his like thumb in there and kind of mess it up. Because he said that everyone, especially like at like a Comic-Con or something, because he's so huge, people come in so hard. By the end of the day, he said his hand is just fucking destroyed because everyone's like, just unconsciously like trying to like out squeeze the Hulk. So he's like, I just go in for like a weird kind of like I bump their hand or something weird, Which
is why the fist bump has been great. Like I remember I met Evander Holyfield who did the fist bump, and I was like, oh yeah, right, because you don't need anybody getting up in your business like that.
Yeah.
This is the transformation of the Incredible Hulk that I was so scared by. He's changing his tire. Oh, that hurts.
Yeah.
And then
I thought he was.
You'll see, it's not that. Hey,
my tire iron.
And then that's it.
Yeah, I thought
That's it.
I was misremembering that. So yeah, there was some lightning involved there. Wow,
That was just a tire change. Anything can make him upset. Like you order a tuna sandwich, you get a ham sandwich.
He was just frustrated he couldn't change a flat tire. This is why you need to learn to change a flat. Again, if you're just tuning in, we don't only critique commercials from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. That's not what we.
I do have a bit that I want to show you that is not about any of this stuff.
And at some point I want to talk about my new magazine. I can't
wait.
I started publishing a magazine.
I want to hear about that. This might be, again, 2 long clips in a row, but this might be worthy of showing you because it, on one hand, it felt like something you and I might do, and it went really, really badly. And this is Molly, the gentleman I sent you. It's a guy, and he's talking about being in Zootopia. And by the way, Rob, people are asking about Sports Bros because tonight is the first game of the NBA Finals.
Sports Bras, Paul. Sports Bras.
Oh yeah, Sports Bras.
Sports Bras.
Sports Bras. Sports Bras. What's our take?
If you got a hot take on sports, you gotta watch Sports Bras. That.
Wow. Somebody said this. They critique a 93-year-old man's beach bod. They critique old coffee commercials. They critique the whole escape from these two.
It's true. We're being real dicks. I guess. I mean, I don't feel bad about Rupert Murdoch.
I don't feel bad about any of those.
I'm not criticizing Lou Ferrigno. I like Lou Ferrigno.
I'm not criticizing the beach bod of Rupert Murdoch. I'm just curious about why he's getting married so many times.
Let me ask you this: If Rupert Murdoch, if you met him at a function, Hollywood function, and he said, "Paul," he probably has an Australian accent. I'm not going to do it. Paul. I've got a gift for you, Paul. That's
right. And I would say, man, that's
let's say if he gave you 2 jet skis,
okay,
and just as a gift,
sure.
Would you accept like a lavish gift like that from Rupert Murdoch?
Yeah, and I wouldn't tell anybody about it because how do you give back a jet ski? I can't accept it. Would you?
You wouldn't even tell me, like, if I said, "Sure, where did you get these fucking jet skis? I didn't even know you were." It's cool. I didn't know you were into jet skis. But
I'd say, Owen Burke, our buddy Owen Burke. Yeah, he gave them to me.
He gave you 2 jet skis.
Weird. Don't know how they got in my back, don't know how they got in my backyard.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, look, the answer is I would love to say, take those jet skis, Rupert Murdoch, and shove them up your ass. But as a lake lover, I want to say,
love the lake. You love
the lake. Love the lake. I want to be riding those jet skis. Now, I know that I think that it's. Here's my issue. It's sometimes harder to say no than yes. It's better to be like, yeah. Okay, thanks for jet skis, and you move on. But I understand. You know what? I'd sell them and I give the money to a charitable organization. How about that? Or I'd sell one, give the money to a charitable organization. Okay. Or what I would do is take a picture of me on a jet ski and then send it with a check to a charitable organization.
You think that would be a nice thing for the charity? Like, hey, we just opened up our mail and we got an 8x10 picture of Paul Scheer on a jet ski. You think that would be a nice thing? Rather, in place of the whatever, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000.
Yeah, but whoa, hey man, you know what? Thanks for doing thanks for keeping it cool. But then I'd have to give him a gift back. So then would I have to give him something equal of jet skis? How about this? This is the best gift. He gives me the jet skis. Yeah. I say, Bob, thank you so much. I got something for you. I run out back.
His name is Rupert.
I call him Bob.
Okay.
Because I'm always thinking his name was Robert. I go, Robert, right? And he goes, no, Rupert, Paul, Rupert. And I go, okay. Robert. And then I call him Bob. So that's how I've gotten to it. He doesn't want to correct me because he doesn't want to make it awkward for me. I don't want to make it awkward for him. I go, Bob, thank you for these. I'll be right back. I go to my car. I always keep a nice stash of wrapping paper. So I wrap it. I rewrap them, and I go, Bobby.
Yeah.
Check this out for you. And he opens them up, and I go, I got you the same thing. And then what I do, that's a mind game thing, because then he feels terrible that he got me a gift that I got him. So I'm putting him in a wormhole. It's a power move. Yeah.
I mean, that's the solution. That's a really great solution for a lot of that's happened to me a lot. Like, Secret Santa, like, so you're saying as long as I keep enough wrapping paper, it'll kind of get me out of any.
You rewrap
situation.
it and you give it back to them, and it's either they feel kinship with you or they feel like a fucking idiot, like that they got you the thing.
And either way, that's a win for me. Either way.
Yeah, 100%. Now, all right. So Rob, I'm going to set up this bit again to say this.
Okay. Sorry.
No, it took us a second to get it. I have nothing to say beyond enjoy.
Okay.
I have received a restraining order from the actress Ginnifer Goodwin. So as most of you know, I've been hard at work in the studio voice recording for Zootopia 2. I'm part of the Zootopia 2 cast, and we recently started voice recording. As most of you also know, Ginnifer Goodwin plays Judy Hopps in Zootopia. So one day, me and Ginnifer, we were just talking, we were chatting, and the topic of TikTok came up, and she asked me if I had a TikTok. And I said yes, and then she said, oh really, what's your handle? And I said, Judy Hopps Lover 69. And she looked at me and she said, you're serious? And I said, yes, I'm serious. You can look it up. And see, when I told her, I thought that she would think it was funny. But then she looked it up and she went really silent. And then the only thing she said after that was, I have to go. And then she packed up her things and left. The next day, I found out that I was blocked on all of her social media accounts. And then today, I got a letter in the mail, and it was a restraining order filed in the state of California from Ginnifer Goodwin to me, stating that I cannot go within 100 yards of Ginnifer Goodwin anymore. So, yeah. Ginnifer, if you are watching this, if you could unblock me so we could talk this out. I mean, we're still filming the movie, so this poses a lot of issues, okay?
Is that real? That can't be real.
I think it's real.
I don't know. We got to IMDb that guy. First of all, I think I'm on her side. Like, I mean,
no. I mean, he's not saying Ginnifer Goodwin 69 lover. He's saying that the character he wants
if you met someone out of the blue, I'm sure at your book signing, you met a lot of.
I meet Mike Myers, right? And Mike Myers says to me,
Michael Myers or
Mike Myers, the Canadian television film star.
Yes.
And I say
Austin Powers.
Well, yes. Well, it's going to come up in exactly what he's in. And he goes, "Oh, I'm nice to meet you. Are you on TikTok?" And I go, "Yeah, I'm Shrek Lover 69." If I had said that, and he goes, "Oh, what's up?" I would be like, "No, not you, Shrek. I want to fuck Shrek." Like, he's saying, I want to fuck Judy Hopps. I don't want to fuck Ginnifer Goodwin. Like, yes, you are the voice. I got it in for that animated CGI rabbit.
I mean, okay, here's what we don't know. There's a lot that we don't know. We don't know. First of all, we don't know if this is real. We don't
Molly, any research that can buy us that this is true or false?
Do we know who that guy is? We don't know what her history is. Maybe she's had a stalker before, which is terrible.
Well, but it's not okay. Again, I'm to play devil's advocate.
Yeah,
he is not Ginnifer Goodwin stalker 69.
Right.
He's saying a character.
Yes,
that
was set up before he met her.
Right.
It's not like he was like, oh, I'm going to do this as a joke. Like, if I looked at the call sheet and I was like, oh, Paul Scheer, this will be funny. I'll set up a fake TikTok account or whatever. And I'll be like, Andre from the League lover,
Right.
Like that,
I would say that's funny. Like, I would say it's because it's like, it's not about like he's not like, it wasn't like I showed up to her house. Like, he's a professional actor who had, I mean, I'm also thinking, I'm also thinking that, like, is he really obsessed with her, or did he think that that's like a funny name? Like he wants the 69.
That's
like,
not real. Are you? That's not real. Everyone in the chat is saying that's not real.
It's not real.
Molly,
Molly,
someone says, "Does Rob think this is real?"
Okay, well,
I don't know. I don't know enough about
I think it is. Why would it? It's too small not to be. All right. Well, all right. What do we have here, Molly? Molly has another clip of him. I didn't go deep in the research hole on this. That's why I bring it to you.
Yeah, we play a lot of things and we don't do any research.
Okay. What does it say there? I can't read it.
We've seen your TikTok page.
Oh no. So yeah. So this is it. He is.
I bet.
I mean, I would change it the minute I get cast on a Disney thing. I'm changing it.
Yeah, I bet this guy's been fired, man. I bet. I mean, and I don't. Again, I don't know a lot of voice actors.
Rob, look at this. There's a petition on change.org. Include TikToker Judy Hopslover 69 in the cast of Zootopia.
No, Paul. We're getting faked out by everybody. That is okay. Here we go. What's this?
My name is Nick, but I am professionally known as Judy Hopslover 69 on TikTok. Recently, I got a very scary, very threatening Instagram DM from Disney. Reading, "Hello, Nicholas. We have seen your TikTok page and would like to have a discussion.
This is fake.
What is the best way to contact you?"
They know how to
If
contact
you're
him.
familiar with my content, you already know this. But if you're not, I have made a working list of every vile, heinous, and possibly criminal thing I have done with my TikTok. Pause to read.
Oh boy. All right. So I mean,
well, the Disney thing, like, of course they know how to get. They would go through his agent that they went through to hire him. Like,
I'm so curious about this guy because he also has a video here. He has a video here where he says
Zootopia 2. We're just promoting Zootopia 2 right now. Okay, here we go.
I don't want to get to the bottom of this. This guy did say he's in it. He says he's in Zootopia, but maybe it is. Maybe it is.
I think this is fake.
Yeah, I guess I don't think also Disney would be DMing him.
No, they know how to get in touch with him. They hired him through his agency, supposedly.
We got to invite him on Friend Zone. People are saying. All right, so Rob, tell me about your magazine.
Okay. Well, just very briefly, you're great at promoting your projects. You know, you
try. I'm trying to get out there.
You're great at it. I personally have a hard time promoting things. I always feel a little bit weird, but I just started this magazine. It's called Guide Dog News.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So what is it? What is it about?
It's exactly what it sounds like. It's a magazine for guide dogs by guide dogs.
Okay.
It's not for, well, I hear it'll be, you know,
Okay. Yeah.
I'll just read you. Here's an article. This is called "Do We Poop in Their House or Do We Not Poop in Their House?"
Wow. Okay. Sure.
Hey guys, it's Chuck here. Just curious, like, what do you guys? What's your take? You know, do we poop?
I'm sorry, Rob. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop you right here.
They're blind.
Is this?
They're blind, so we can just do whatever we want. What?
So these are written by the dogs. This is guide dog news.
Yeah, I'm not very involved in this at all. I financed it, and then I just turned it over to a guide dog named Chuck, who writes most of the articles for other guide dogs. And
okay, yeah, because
a lot of it is about like what can they, you know. I mean, now that I'm reading it, it's not really in great taste. You know,
should they poop in his? No, it seems really in bad taste.
Pull the plug. Yeah, I'll probably pull the plug on that project.
Don't pull the plug on it. Like I just feel like I would love to.
I've made so many investments over the years that haven't panned out. I would just like for one of these things to hit, you know. And I just thought, like, everyone likes guide dogs because they're helper dogs. Why not give them a voice? And then I do, and then, you know, this happens. They start writing, you know, whose leg is the best leg.
Read me another article in there.
Okay. Hey guys, it's Wilbur. A lot of times when my owner falls asleep, I'll hump their leg all night long because they're a pretty sound sleeper. This is cool, right? To do, again, there's just I don't know. I haven't really read a lot of it. It's also like I don't know. I put so much money into it. I put like $600,000.
That's a lot of money, Rob.
Well, I mean, it's color, Paul. It's full color. I hand deliver it to.
I mean,
people
I think you should be making more money on the dogs.
I know that's probably a better. Yeah, I should like a dog fighting ring. Like if I got them.
No. These dogs. No. These dogs can
and then
talk.
You can gamble. The fact that they can talk. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that's good.
No, that you should definitely think of that. That is like one of the most important.
Yeah, that's better. That is better.
I don't think it's better.
I have something to show you.
Yeah.
Molly, we have an update on Michael Caine. I sent it this morning, Molly, to the Friend Zone account. This is a Michael Caine update. A great personal life story I found so inspiring. And I'm a huge Michael Caine fan. I read, I don't know, part of his book, like I highlighted like one paragraph of it. But anyway, great actor. Love him in Iron Man, the Iron Man franchise, or maybe it's Batman. I love him.
Michael Caine is definitely Batman. Yeah, Batman.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, we'll edit this together so it sounds better.
Yeah, sure.
I love Michael Caine in the Batmans.
Oh boy.
And he's just a great actor. And I saw him. Okay, that's not nice. Buttonhead said, "Does Rob dye his hair white to look more like Michael Caine?"
Oh,
no,
that's
I
really,
dyed my
that's
hair
in bad
white
taste.
because I was struck by lightning.
That's
Okay,
really.
this is what happens. It's not like on TV where you get struck by lightning and you get superhuman strength like Lou Ferrigno. Okay,
Yeah.
That's not what happens. I wish that was what happened. I got struck by lightning and my hair turned white. Now Russ Clark says, "Wait, that's not Leslie Nielsen." No, I'm not Leslie Nielsen.
Rob, hear him out.
Okay.
Are you Leslie Nielsen?
No, I'm not. Now Eric Germ says, "Wow, makes you think." Now,
I do. I think that. Why are you being so cagey about it?
I'm not. Someone else said that. I thought that was Dr. Drew. I'm not Dr. Drew. I'm not John McEnroe. I'm not Anderson Cooper. I'm not Michael Caine. Okay. I'm not Leslie Nielsen. I'm Bob Huebel.
There we go.
Thank you. That's all.
Now, let me ask you this, Rob.
Maybe Molly was in the restroom. I don't know where she was.
I sent you.
I had it. I was just waiting for you to stop.
Oh, sorry.
Do you want to see your Michael Caine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
At your discretion.
Lady on the television in a commercial and fell in love instantly. And it was a commercial for coffee in Brazil. I just watched her and I thought, that's the woman for me. And I said to my mate, I said, we're going to Brazil in the morning. We're going to find her. And I went down the disco to my mate, to Johnny Gold in Tramp. And we're sitting there and one of the guys came in. He said, where are you three? No girls? What's going on? I said, well, no, I saw a beautiful girl on the television. I said, and I'm going to Brazil in the morning to find her. He said, I've been watching television all evening. I never saw any beautiful girl. I said, no, she wasn't in a show. She was in a commercial. He said, what's a commercial for? I said, Maxwell House Coffee. He said, we do that. I said, well, you know the Brazilian girl in it? I said, I'm going to Brazil in the morning to find her. Can you help me? He said, Michael, she's not Brazilian. She's Indian. I said, oh, really? And he said, yeah, and she lives in the Fulham Road.
And that was it.
That's how he met Paul. Coffee commercials.
This is a
old
big
guys marrying young women.
I mean, we have found a theme.
Weird.
And you know what, Molly? I just sent you a video that I think kind of goes in here. And I didn't even think we are going to go down this road.
Are we in the Matrix? We might be in the Matrix.
Here's what I'm going to say is this. What a great story to fall in love at first sight based on somebody's ability to act in a commercial. That's how I know that relationship. I mean, obviously it's worked. It's worked for them.
I mean, that's the thing. The whole time I saw that clip, I was like, what a fucking really? And then he went over and like found her and like introduced himself. And then it's like, oh, they got married. And then they've been together for like 57 years. I was like, wow.
I guess it's sort of like, I mean, whew. I mean, you know, could you imagine also the stupidity of deciding just to go down to Brazil? Like that is like, that's rich shit that we don't even understand on some level where it's like, well, we got to go to Brazil now. Like
we
that,
gotta
like,
fly. We have to fly to Brazil because I think that there was a Brazilian woman. By the way, yeah, I'm assuming they shot the commercial in Brazil. And
it seems like he's in London anyway, right? Like it doesn't seem like, so it's like the fact that he's like assume like, yeah, like was it an exterior location? Like why?
Amazing.
It's so bizarre. British Guyana. You know, that's where she's from.
They're still together, Paul.
I know. Well, you know, Rob, I mean, I'm looking at pictures of her from 1971.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to find that ad. Wait, is this it? I might have found it because I want to see like, no, this is from other actor roles.
I would be surprised if that was on.
I mean, we should see if we can find that. Somebody get on that as we are looking around. Now, I will say this, Rob. You're talking about old gentlemen and young guys. What about two old dudes shooting the shit? I've been obsessed with this. I don't like to promote either one of these people. First of all, Bill Maher.
Oh no!
Beat me on book launch day. #1 across the board in every category.
True, Paul?
Oh yeah, 5 memoirs came out the same day that my memoir came out. Very hard to get on the New York Times bestseller list.
I don't want to promote your book because that's your business.
Thank you.
But who were some of the other memoirs that came out the same week?
Bill Maher, #1 on Amazon, #1 on indie bestsellers, #1 on the New York Times bestseller list. Michael McDonald. That guy. Michael McDonald. Also got on that list that week. A bio about Carolyn Bessette and JFK Jr. And there was one other one. I can't remember, but I really focused all my energy and wrath on Bill Maher and Michael McDonald.
You've seen the clip of fucking Bill Burr taking down.
Yes. That, but here's the thing too. My book, which has been amazing and having so much fun with.
I'm not gonna. Oh, I can't.
And if you have a chance, to right today, it's #1 on Kindle today. #1 and #1 on Kindle.
Congratulations!
Thanks so much. But please keep on reviewing it. I think the reason why it's doing so well is because people are reviewing the book, and so far I have beaten Bill Maher and Michael McDonald in reviews. Oh, here it is, the commercial.
Whoa!
I guess that's why I'll always be a Maxwell housewife.
Maxwell House Coffee, the taste that brings people together.
That's
it.
Wait, one more time. Play it one more time, Molly. I thought we were going to get into another 2-minute.
I was new in town, and I didn't.
Sorry, I wanted to give you some context. Shakira Caine is not the main person in this.
Well, this is even better. Play it from the top. Let's watch it.
Is his wife the baby? Michael Caine's wife is the baby.
No. Oh, look, that baby. Is that Brazilian baby?
I was new in town, and I didn't know anybody. Until Fran dropped by. I wanted to make a good impression.
Not Shakira.
My coffee was important. Maxwell House coffee. People like Maxwell House. It's the taste that brings people together. I feel so at home here now. I guess that's why I'll always be a Maxwell housewife.
That's her?
I think that's not her.
She's
voice.
the woman pouring the coffee. She has no lines in this.
Yeah, I think that's.
And he saw that. You're talking about 1970.
She says that's why I'd always be a housewife, and Michael Caine was like, "Yeah, you will."
Also, like, what about this makes you go, she's Brazilian?
I don't know.
Like, that's the biggest
weird. How weird is it that this whole show has been about coffee commercials?
I'm honestly,
that's the way it goes.
I'm surprised that he could even tell that that's a woman. This footage is so horrible.
I mean,
how
like,
could he
to
fall
be-
in love with a blur?
I feel like he must. Well, we know he doesn't smoke marijuana because he said he got very.
He got so high.
He's got
promised. Yeah, he would never smoke it again.
But it's so odd that this is the commercial that was the one that, like, she's not the lead of it. She's barely in the background of it. And the fact that it's so American that I would be like, oh, we have to fly to America.
I mean, maybe it was a different. I mean, because he was in England, maybe there's a different voiceover. Who knows?
I mean, all right.
I mean,
well,
when you're Alfred in Batman, you can do whatever you want. And this is before he was Alfred. This is
Batman. Find me that girl.
This is before they even invented movies. No. Okay.
All right. So, Rob, Bill Maher had probably one of the best interviews I've ever seen.
Did you have you been on that show?
No, I've not been on that show.
I would not like to go on that show.
I don't think I could do that show.
I'm not a fan.
I mean, I'm not a fan. I mean, and even me, who's trying to, get this book in everybody's hands, I'm like, I may have to draw the line.
Show me the cover of the book again. I haven't seen it. I do want to see the cover.
Today, #1 on Kindle. But what does that mean? I have no idea. I truly don't have any idea. I watch those numbers. I watch what's #1, what's #2. I see weird things. Michael Richards' book right now is like #2. I'm like, do we really want to? We need to get. Okay,
well,
sure.
Why don't you and Michael Richards do like a book tour together?
I would love to go there. Kramer meets Andre. My dinner with Andre. Me and Michael Richards in conversation.
Oh,
all right. So this is this interview, which is full of the most insane shit ever. Check this out.
Okay.
Are you?
Well, it's been a long time.
Yeah, I'm. There's a whole story about that story. Yeah.
But they never. What?
I never thought of it that way. This girl, who was the picture of perfect innocence and beauty and Puerto Rican Catholic,
Your girlfriend. I think they took you. I don't know. You're like it.
What is happening?
He is lost his mind. I think here's the thing. Bill Maher likes to smoke weed on his show. So I have a feeling that Richard Dreyfuss got so crazily high because when you're listening to him, he's not making any.
But that's before they were rolling, right? I mean, there's no.
That's the interview. That is the the whole interview is online. I just wanted to show you like a highlight reel of the most insane couch moments from it, where he's like falling off the couch or the chair like that.
Didn't he just step in it? Richard Dreyfuss.
Oh yeah. I mean, and he continues to kind of, he says the craziest shit. But yes, there are so many things that are insane in that. Like, I don't even want to tackle that. And this is not even as bad as the Jaws speech that people left. They paid $300 to watch him like introduces Jaws, and he just started like spewing off some crazy shit. But yeah, but just him falling off the couch, I have no idea. It's so Clum Random. There's a great image of like Bill Maher just
people in the chat are saying he was talking about kissing his sister.
Yes, he's like, you never wanted to kiss your sister, movie style, movie theater kiss, movie kiss. And Bill Maher's like, no, man, I don't like kiss my sister. He's like, come on, movie star kiss, movie star kiss. And I was like, why are you talking about movie star kiss? So gross. Wow. I know that when he was in Piranha 3DD,
he was in Piranha 3D?
Oh yeah, the first one. That's how the movie opens. The premise being that he is playing his character from Jaws, who is like kind of retired and living the good life. And then
please don't be upset. I've only seen the movie one time.
Hey, you know what?
I saw it in the theater. I paid money. No, I saw it at the premiere.
It was fun. That was a fun movie. I still,
dude, it was super fun.
I still enjoy that.
I forgot that he was in that.
But I know that he had a lot of requests before he got to set. I think he doesn't act anymore. Apparently, like one of the things that happened to him
for a while he had all this equity, like, or at least whatever. He had a lot of goodwill because he was teaching civics. He was teaching like high school civics to kids, and it was like a big deal.
Oh wait, are you thinking about Mr. Holland's Opus?
No, in real life.
Really?
Yes, in real life, he quit acting to hunt sharks because he's a scientist. No, in real life, at some point he was like actually going and like teaching civics to kids in real life. And then I don't know what's happened. Who knows what happens to people? I mean,
right now he's like homophobic, he's misogynist.
Yeah, he's like transphobic.
And he also and he can't sit on a chair. So there's another thing. But I feel like he's an odd guy. When he came on Piranha 3D, he had a lot of requests. And I believe one of the requests was that he wanted to do the scene with his girlfriend at the time, which I think I don't believe she made it into the cut because he's alone in a rowboat. But I also believe a 6-pack of beer was also a part of the payment. I could be wrong on that, but there were a lot of things to get him in that boat. And then apparently when he was there, he was a great time. But I also think he has there's a story told this week on a podcast that he was hired on the Entourage TV show, and he got really stoned and he couldn't remember any of his lines. They had to fire him. He was on.
That's why Michael Caine doesn't smoke weed. Remember, he said,
"This is it."
I couldn't remember my lines, so that's why I don't smoke weed.
Richard Dreyfuss also got fired from the producers on Broadway, or at least the West End production, because he didn't learn any choreography or music. So like he has been.
Yeah, he's of that age that's like makes me nervous. Like that age, white guy, famous, is operating on a different playbook still. It's like no. This is the way I do. It's like no.
It's that thing where people are like, "Oh no. You don't need to share your opinions. We don't need to hear what you think." Like Jerry Seinfeld saying, he wants people to get back to, hyper masculine, and then he referenced Hugh Grant. Now, no offense to Hugh Grant. No offense to Hugh Grant. I would not say that Hugh Grant represents hyper masculinity in any way.
He didn't say like Cary Grant, like old time movie star.
Hugh Grant.
Wait,
you have not seen this? Oh, this is
I read about it. I haven't watched a clip. This is gonna bum me out. All right, let's watch it.
I'll see if I can find it. But
we're digging our own graves. We're not.
I know. Let's not even go there. Let's not go there.
It's fine. We're not going to be in I don't want to be in fucking Unfrosted, or what's the name of it?
Unfrosted 2.
I don't want to be in Unfrosted 2.
Wait, you know what? Let's change it up. Let's go to we've been talking about a lot of old people. Let's.
Can I show you a clip that I've been wanting to show you for a long time? Okay, because I know how much you love ketamine, Molly. This is a clip that I sent you from UK Bandit. It was the beginning of the clip has you got it. Okay, Paul, I know you love ketamine. We've talked a lot about ketamine. Unfortunately, MDMA, aka Molly, was shot down as a therapeutic drug, I think yesterday, maybe from the FDA. But ketamine, I know you love it. So this is a clip of someone who just received ketamine for an injury that you may have seen this clip. It's a great clip. Enjoy this.
Your ankle, right? So it might need an operation to fix it. Okay.
Before the operation, Neil's ankle must be manipulated back into place.
This should actually clunk back in fairly quickly.
Right.
You just need a good painkiller.
Right, cool.
So the one that we actually use now more commonly is ketamine.
Ketamine is a fairly powerful anesthetic drug, and it's quite unique. It works by dissociation. So the patient may be awake but not aware of their surroundings, rather than being completely under like some of the other anesthetics.
So think of somewhere nice, generally.
Wittenberg Bay, South Africa.
Fantastic.
Where my friends are.
Brilliant. Nice sunny day. Think of happy times. And when you wake up, we'll have this plaster on for you.
Brilliant.
Okay. Start to feel your eyes going slightly odd.
Wow.
Yeah. Ooh. So he's had some ketamine. It's pretty strong stuff. So he may scream out in pain or do any of this stuff, but he's actually unaware of what's going on. So.
Oh, God. Yee-haw. Oh, yeah. In a tube.
Open your eyes for me.
Feel the burn.
Feel the burn. Good stuff. Right, let's go.
As the team manipulates his ankle back into place, Neil is oblivious.
Oh, that's
A cast keeps Neil's ankle stable until his surgery.
Okay, Neil. Well done. That's us.
I'm the man. This is good. Yeah! Whoa, baby! Go for it! Yeah!
Okay, Neil.
Excellent! Woo!
That's you. You've got your plaster on, okay?
What, already?
Yeah.
No.
You did well.
Come on, that's
you done. Okay. You had quite a good wee trip there. All right, so we'll leave you to it.
Man, that's the best skate
Here's your goggles
snake
back
line, long roll snake tube ever.
Okay, awesome. Think you liked it?
Yeah. Get on the board.
So his reaction was okay, probably slightly atypical, but it was still a positive reaction. But yeah, his is a more interesting reaction so far.
Hi, Neil. Is it Neil Buchanan?
Yeah, I'm suffering.
Oh my God. First of all, why would you ever agree to get videotaped while being put on ketamine? Like, I mean, at least put it on your TikTok. But I mean, that was amazing. And is that what, I mean, look, I'm your, Molly, I don't know if we have the text for this, but I'm your K-hole expert. That is truly, I mean, is that what people go through? That level? I mean, that seems pretty intense.
I kind of want to do it now. I kind of want to, but like, I don't want to do it in a safe, environment like a clinic where someone's talking me through. I want to like do street ketamine, like I want to like mainline it like behind a dumpster and just freak out and like, light shit on fire and fight a dog or something.
I don't think you'd have any energy to do it. I think you'd just be like this. You'd be like, dumpster. Woo.
It's so funny watching doctors like try to like not laugh. They're like, well,
but it's also they put him under like they made him high. It's like not like he can't. Like that's the other thing too. They're acting like, oh, this guy crazy. It's like, yeah,
can you believe
did it to him.
I know. We shot it into his veins like a huge sniffer of it.
Oh my God. Have you heard about this thing that's been going on in LA?
Is this circumcision? Yes, Paul. I've been circumcised.
Oh, thank God. Because I do not want to be doing a show with you or not. Have you heard about this Lego theft that's going on in LA? Like Lego theft is at an all-time high because
I feel like I saw something. Was there like a thing on the news about it? My wife.
Well, yeah. So LA right now, I had heard a thing a couple of years ago that unopened Lego boxes and Legos actually in general, unopened again, age financially better than gold. Like the rate of return on what you spend on Legos, it like, so you get a better like
the sets, like the Star Wars.
Yeah, if you bought a Millennium Falcon set, like
Okay.
in 2 years after that stops being made, the rate of like how expensive that is will be you'll get a better return than if you bought a gold bar. Right. So yeah, so like this is it. Like this is a perfect thing. Like, see, I bought a single minifig the other day, and they had it in a locked case, transferred it to a lockbox, and then walked me to the front. Like this is what we're talking about. Like there are so many things going on in Los Angeles right now. Robberies, like Lego safe houses, like where people are like I think it was $110,000 was stolen from a Lego store.
Is it just here in LA?
I think it's all over the place. But this big Lego theft is happening in LA. So yeah, $100,000 in a California Lego store. And they have this video of it. I'm going to send you the thing here. I'm going to send it to Molly. You can watch them break into the store. I send it right here. I'm putting it in the private chat.
I don't want to brag, but I haven't done them enough. But I just bought some Crest white strips. It's not a big deal. I can afford it. But same thing. Like I had to go to the guy and get the man and like ring the bell, and the guy comes. He had to like, scan the tip of my pee hole, and I was like, why are we scanning my
really
pee
odd?
hole?
Yeah. Well, all right. So this store is called. It's a Lego reseller, right? They have 100 outlets across the United States, and this store in Riverside was the first one that was robbed. Then they went to Ontario, also in Los Angeles, and then or in the LA area, Whittier, Costa Mesa, and Fullerton. And here's a video of the Lego robbery.
Oh no. If it's a bunch of little kids, I'm going to come on. Come on.
That's it. They break in, they steal the Legos, and it's $100,000. And here's the thing: they're stealing minifigures that they sell for $500 to $600 a piece. All right, and they can resell them really quickly. And they also have and then he so they goes and then he said that this is the thing that's so funny about it. So apparently when the man was searching around for a Lego, his flashlight hit a Batman Lego, and it created a shadow on the wall that looked like Batman was in the store. And he got freaked out and ran out. Because he thought that Batman was there.
He was so into the lore that he thought Batman was coming to fight him.
So, and this Lego Millennium Falcon I talked about, right? That on the black market is going for $1,000 to $4,000.
Crazy.
And I remember this is like a whole. It's a very big thing.
When we were in Chicago doing the improv shows, I went to the Lego store there and got my daughter a bunch of Legos, and it was not. Well, it was in like this weird. It wasn't like right on the street. It was like in one of these like fancy like malls, and you had to kind of go and find it. But like, that's crazy. They didn't seem
the Lego store is fine because as long as the Lego is being sold, it's not worth anything. It's when they stop production on the Lego. So a lot of the things are limited sets. Like the Home Alone house is a limited set. Like I bought a bunch of limited sets, and that is the kind. That's where it becomes like where they take it off the market.
Did you say Home Alone? There's a Home Alone Lego set.
Oh, it's the best. I did it for Christmas last year. It was the best.
The Home Alone house is on the market again.
Who would ever want that? You want fucking people in front of your house every day of the year?
Joe Pesci and fucking what's his face? Daniel Stern. What's his name? They want that house. They want
what's inside. Here's the thing about that house. It doesn't look anything like the actual Home Alone house on the inside, because it was like they shot that at a local high school. So it's like you're buying a facade that basically will look cool for like 2 months out of the year that everyone's going to be in front of. Like it just feels like a nightmare. Like you're
ruining Hollywood secrets, Paul, by saying that they didn't shoot the movie in the house.
Well, I think it's to be known. I mean, I guess I'm just wondering if it's worth all that money to spend that much money there.
Were you going to show me what were you going to show me? You were about to show me something. A Home Alone. Was it the Home Alone thing?
No, I was going to show you. I was like, let's change the topic and we can play this, which is which is this. I think you both
a major political party nominee running for president, especially on the charges brought against Donald Trump, should gravely concern every member of this body as well as every American across our country. Regardless of one's opinion of the current Republican nominee, we'd be well served to remember the long and cherished tradition we have in this country of settling our political differences at the ballot box. For nearly 2.5 centuries, our nation's elected leaders have properly resisted the temptation to oppose their political rivals through the weaponization of our justice system. And now,
this is the nightmare, right? Get my son.
Dude, here's something crazy. I'm trying to find it right now to send to Molly.
Yeah.
Do you know? Okay, wait, I can't find it. I got to find it. Okay. So that's really funny that the guy has this kid who's back there mocking him. You know, the guy's talking shit about the trial, blah, 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 and his son's making fun of him. That guy, that congressman, who I believe is from Tennessee, I have to look it up. I can't remember where he's from. He married a girl.
Rupert Murdoch?
No, yeah, worse. He was 42. The girl that he met was like 16.
Oh, I remember this person was like in Borat and stuff like that.
Yes. She was like 16, and as soon as she graduated high school, he married her, and that's their kid. Who's making fun of
my God, that is
crazy.
All right, so I'm just sending something. Then when I saw that, it reminded me of this. Molly, I just sent you a thing in the private chat. If you can go to about 1439 on this, 1439. And Rob, I know you have to go in a couple minutes.
Yeah, no worries.
But this reminded me of this. I don't know if you remember this, but kids messing up their dad's big moments, obviously hilarious. And this was when Rudy Giuliani was inaugurated as the mayor of New York. If you go about 14 minutes in, we'll catch a glimmer of it, but Giuliani's son goes like ape shit. Like behind the podium. It is one of the craziest things. And again, I wish I had a better clip of it, but you'll see it here, like around in the 14 areas. Yeah, you'll see him. He's right there.
Yeah, I remember this.
Educated in our schools.
He's like,
we don't think of New York as a college and university town. It should be so, and it will be so. We've never effectively utilized our unique position as the home of the United Nations. The politics of the Cold War and strong disagreements over
up
past
in that
policies
podium.
prevented it.
Hey.
But that's behind us now. That's the past.
They can't push him out of the way.
Our relationship with the United Nations and to build on it.
Molly, fast forward a little bit, see if he climbs on the podium. I think he climbs it. Oh yeah.
We must now apply to restoring public safety, saving our schools, creating jobs, controlling our budget deficit.
I mean, I gotta say, Giuliani's doing a great job of just. I think it makes him a true psychopath because you get at a certain point, he gets like, "Sorry, son,
are priorities
sit down."
For my administration, but beyond the policies and the legislation and the budget readjustment and government redefining. It's to an even deeper spirit.
Somebody finally got him.
That we now call.
Man,
right, that was
the craziest thing about that to me. I mean, obviously, is just watching like how Giuliani just fucking ruined his life. He was like after 9/11. I mean, whatever. I don't want to get all super political, but I mean, if you're watching this show, it's
know that we are able to do this. We are political. That's what
bananas. It's bananas. After 9/11, people were like, "Oh, thank God for Giuliani." Like people,
he was amazing.
Paul and a lot of other people, but me and Paul were in New York for 9/11, so we can say this. But like, it's crazy. And then he just fucking ruined his life. Like ruined it with Trump.
Totally, it was like just wrecked it all. But I will say this: he should have gotten that hair shit figured out early on because that was already.
Show you one more clip,
sure,
and then I do have to go. Molly, this is it's called "Bring Out the Olives." It's from the Maury Povich show. The account was called Time Capsule something. It was like I sent it to you a couple weeks ago. It's a clip from the Maury Povich show. Okay, here, just enjoy this, Paul.
Because they remind me of dead people.
Why do they remind you of dead?
My grandfather sat up in his coffin and looked at me when he died.
And so he looked up at you when he died?
With green eyes.
With green eyes?
With a black in them.
How old were you when this happened? 7. And you really believe that your grandfather came right up out of his coffin and he had green eyes? And ever since then, you've been scared of olives? Mary, you won't let go of me. Oh, yeah. Bring out the olive.
Oh my! Well, Rob,
everybody, Everybody must know that clip.
Well, I mean, if you know that clip, then you have to know this clip. Okay. Again, Molly, I'm popping it in here so we can talk about this. Maury Povich, is that real or is that fake?
I mean, I don't know. I used to watch Maury Povich. I mean, she doesn't seem like an actor. You mean, was that?
I mean, what producer's going like, okay, we got to find the pickle person, or we have to find the olive person, and then they go, okay, well, guess what else? We can also find this person. Molly, put this on.
Afraid of pickles. I mean, the whole world eats pickles, but it's ruining her life. She's teased in school, and she, of course, in school was called the pickle girl. You know, once you know, this is what the sight of a pickle does to Mariah.
My name is Mariah, and I hate pickles. I hate everything about it. Pickles are destroying my life. People make fun of me. I feel ashamed. I think that's me. I'm afraid of them. When I think about pickles, I just want to throw up and run away. What I hate most about a pickle is the shape, the texture of it, the color.
We wanted to see firsthand the extent of Mariah's pickle phobia. So we sent her to the Patterson Pickle Factory.
Why? Why?
But thousands of pickles.
What happened?
They are hunting her. This is a Jordan. This is like a Jordan Peele movie. They should open up the roof and just pour pickles in.
Where did this all start?
When I was really little, I couldn't stand them.
You couldn't stand them? No. Well, a lot of kids don't like pickles. And they just don't like pickles. But
you know he's going to pull out pickles. Molly, see if he's got to pull out pickles.
They don't do
this
that.
Feels like a horror movie. Like the pickles are coming. Let's see.
You got it.
Oh, rewind. We just missed it. Oh my gosh.
You got to see a pickle. No. Can we have a pickle, please?
No.
Or two?
No.
Yes.
No.
Come on. Pickle cam.
Why are
they torturing her?
Stay there. Mariah.
She's crawling. She's running away from
the cameraman. Is
Michael
running.
Where's Mariah?
Oh, I gotta go.
All right.
Okay.
There, wait, you're scared of pickles?
Scared of pickles and olives. I gotta go.
All right. See you later. Bye.
Bye. See you, Paul.
Oh my gosh. Molly, have you ever seen those?
Yeah, I think that was like staple of TV back in the day, but it kind of bums me out. I think there's reason for exposure therapy, but on daytime TV, it's not the place or the time.
My whole thing is like this. You are guilty of, like, they didn't bring her on under false pretenses. They put her in a black turtleneck. They made her do a testimonial about pickles. That's why I think it's an actor. I think that these things are actors. I feel like, because why? Why would you? There's nothing helpful there. It's not like Dr. Phil. It's just Maury. It's just a dude. Like, you know, he's not trying to help her. He's just chasing her with the pickle. Like, I mean, that is, to me, like, why would you do that?
I have to believe that you're accurate, because if she genuinely is this terrified of pickles or olives because of her grandfather's dead eyes, then this is the worst. Horrible.
Well, this is all right. So this, I believe, is the basis of probably one of my favorite bits from Scare Tactics. Now, so all right. So Scare Tactics, one of the best shows on TV, prank show where they scare the crap out of people. So what they do on Scare Tactics, occasionally they do a thing called fear antics. So fear antics is when they prank a person by telling that person, hey, do you want to be on a prank show? You're going to prank somebody who is afraid of pickles. So like the person's like, oh yeah, I'm an actor. I can't wait to be on it. So they are on Scare Tactics, but they think they've been hired for fear antics. I'm going deep into my pickle thing. So I'm going to show you this. Can you cut up, like, Can you scroll up to about like all right, so like scroll to about 150. So all you need to know here is the person in the pickle costume is the person who is being pranked, but that person thinks that he is pranking the other person. Does that make sense? Okay, take a look.
You're in a pickle now. Oh, no! No! What are you doing here? No! Oh, I'm scared of pickles! No! Oh my God! What are you doing? Oh! That's not funny!
What are you doing? Stop that. Stop that. Stop that, please. What are you doing? What? She's scared of pickles.
Now, this guy's not a good improviser.
Come on, just put it on their head.
And now this woman's having, she's going into shock. Now, again, the pickle guy is being pranked.
An epileptic seizure. Is he calling the cops?
Yeah.
I gotta go. I got warrants.
And then they leave the pickle person.
Who put you up to this? In the van? In the van? Why are you here? You think this is funny, don't you?
No.
Did these people tell you that she had a phobia of pickles?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know she was epileptic?
I didn't know. I'm sorry. Is she okay?
No, she's not okay. Look at her.
I'm sorry.
Cops are now coming to arrest the woman in the pickle costume. She takes off to run.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Any hands up.
I'm the one that called.
Hands up. Up against this wall. Now. What's going on here?
I see this young lady come in here. She starts throwing pickles at my employee. She went into an epileptic seizure.
Do you know her?
I've never met her before in my life.
What is your involvement here?
I came in here and I threw pickles at her and she started freaking out.
Why would you throw pickles at her?
I don't know.
How old are you?
23.
You're a grown woman in a pickled outfit.
Am I in trouble?
We've caused a woman to go into an epileptic shock.
I'm sorry.
Do you like scaring people? Is that what you do for fun? Because you look really scared yourself.
I know.
Are you scared?
Yeah.
You shouldn't be.
Why?
You're on scare tactics.
Are you kidding me?
Marie set you up.
Are you fucking kidding me? I'm a fucking killer. Timmy. You fucking whore. Good on camera. What's up?
So that is. I mean, I think that is a pretty solid prank. Like, because it's like they're not thinking through anything, and then they just kill somebody. I think it's pretty great. I like a fear antics. I like a fear antics because they always hire somebody who's very bad at being a prankster. So like they automatically freeze up. There's another fear antics where he's like, go in there and you're a genie and you're going to surprise somebody. And then the person is so shocked that the genie popped out of like their living room table that they run and jump out of a window and die. I mean, let's see, genie fear antics. I'm typing it in so we can find it. Yeah, so like they're all these insane just fear antics. Watch fear antics. I'm looking at it right now. There's so many versions of fear antics that just here it is. All right, so hold on. I'm gonna just go down this rabbit hole for a second. Sorry. All right, here we go. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm going to tell you what you can cue it up at. Again, we understand the premise of it. We know that it's the person doing the prank. The genie in this is the person being pranked. And now you'll watch, right? So this is all the setup, right? They're going to set up the setup. And, okay, so this guy is going to, all right, so this is, where is it? I'm going to cue it up the right way. Okay. So he's like doing all these things. He's like, all right, I want to wish for something. He's like, oh, I wish for a truck, and he gets a truck. right? And so then he goes, all right, well, what else do you want to wish for? Because here we go. Cue it up to about 240. All right, here we go. Again, so this guy in the genie costume, he is the person being pranked, but he thinks he is the prankster. So far, the whole thing is set up that he can actually grant wishes. The wishes are good. Here we go. The last wish.
Okay. All right. I hear you. Okay, I got it. Ready for this?
Ready.
I wish I can fly.
Oh, darling. Grant it.
Granted.
No. Tell him no. But you know
I
you.
can fly.
No, listen. Wait. No. Oh my.
Is that a real prank? Tommy, come on.
Dude, I got warrants. I'm out.
Come we saw you. Tommy?
No, he's okay.
Why did you tell him he could fly up there?
I tried to tell him not to.
Funny.
I tried to tell him not to, but you stopped me. God. Is he breathing? Are you okay?
No, he's not okay.
Police, what is going on right now? It was a birthday joke.
What? You, back over here. You in his shirt. What is going on right now?
He told him he could fly.
Who told him he could fly?
I was told by this guy to come to this house and they were going to play a birthday joke.
You think this is funny?
No, I don't think it's funny.
You want to know what's funny?
Maybe.
You're on scare tactics.
Oh my God.
Seriously?
This show, the best show on television, never has been a better show than Scare Tactics. God damn it. It's the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. And this is the reaction of these people. They've killed people and they're kind of nonchalant about it. They're like, like maybe it's just total and complete panic. I don't know. I want to say this to everybody. Just thank you so much, everyone who came out to all the events for Joyful Recollections of Trauma, the book, the audiobook, the Kindle book. Keep those reviews coming. I honestly think it does make a giant difference. I've signed a bunch of books around LA at Chevalier's. You can actually order a book. I will personalize it for you at Skylight here in Los Feliz. We just signed a bunch of books today. There's books in Portland and Seattle and Chicago. I have signed books in New York and Brooklyn. You can get books from Chevalier shipped anywhere. You can get books at the Strand shipped anywhere. Book Soup anywhere. So if you want a signed copy, you can go get those books that way. Also, How Did This Get Made is going to be in Boston on Father's Day. Perfect gift for dad. All right, but you can go check that out on How Did This Get Made. And right now, Sports Bras with an update. The Celtics are up by 20 points against the Mavs. Beat those Mavs. I hate those Mavs. Okay, and then what else do I want to see? I may have one more thing I want to show before we get out of here. Okay, you know what? Maybe Molly, this is kind of talking about this is probably a good one to show. Keeping the scaring thing on top. Can we do the wife and husband one, the TikTok? All right, so this is a woman. So one of the things that I had to promise my wife when we got married was that I would never put her on a prank show. And so I've made that promise to her. I gave it to her. I said, Gina will never do this to you. And this woman, I guess, did not make the same vow to her husband. Take a look. Oh, sorry. I may have just queued that up too much. This is maybe the third thing I sent you, or fourth thing. The woman in the Monsters, Inc. costume. Do you see it or no?
Sorry, Paul, you got to buy some time. Hold on.
I'm gonna definitely buy some time.
Yeah, buy some time.
All right, great. I'm gonna buy some time. All right. Well, you know what? I'm excited that we're actually we have so much fun stuff. I'm excited to be back. Been touring around. Last night we shot the pilot of Dinks. June and I, with Marta Kaufman and Hannah Cantor, recorded the first ever improvised multicam sitcom. And it was so much fun. We based the show on audience suggestions, and then we improvised an entire show. Hopefully More on that soon. I don't know if I can even talk about the cast, but people that were there, they might be able to talk about the cast. All right. This is a woman who did not listen when her husband said, don't scare him. And by the way, I love it. Here we go.
Scaring my husband in a different costume every day, part 3.
So good.
What the fuck? Oh my god, what is this? What the What are you wearing?
The costume is pretty amazing for this one. And watch this. And he says, but the way that it comes out is, I want this costume bad.
Freak. Why? Why? Because it's scary. No, it's not scary at all, except for that eye.
Now watch this.
Stay tuned for part 4.
Oh, I didn't even watch part 4. It's so hard to find the other parts on these fucking TikTok videos. I don't understand it. Carpet in the bathroom. I talk about that in my book. Carpet in the bathroom, not good. Not good at all. All right. People said, what kind of great snacks did I have on my trip? Well, I got to say that Leah, Chicago Leah, gave me a bag of candy. I have not unpacked my bags. My room is just bags and bags and bags. Because as soon as I got back from San Francisco, I went right into rehearsals for the pilot. We shot that last night. We finished at 2 a.m. We got our kids up at 6 a.m. I'm exhausted. I will unpack everything. But I did get a bag of Chicago Leah candy, which I'm very excited about. I got myself the most expensive popcorn in the world. I'm going to make sure I credit this. World's, let's see, most expensive. Where is it? It was all right. So yeah, this is Burco. So Burco from Chicago, they gave me the world's most expensive popcorn. Now I'll tell you this much: gentlemen from Burco's came up to me, gave me the most expensive popcorn in the world, which I've not yet tried. I would like to try it soon. Didn't buy a book, just came to give me that popcorn, which was interesting. And I have it. I'm going to try it. I want to try it the right way. I got amazing things. People gave me fidget spinners. People gave me Pete, the S Man, gave me his binder of Batman cards. I've gotten T-shirts and paramedic patches. I got so many great things from so many people out there. Thank you for these lovely gifts. I have to even just take them in because I honestly, I got an amazing Criterion Collection Blu-ray. There's so much. It's all not fully unpacked yet, so I will get to all of those. But when I'm away, I'm just gonna go Twin Snakes, Haribo, Twin Snakes. I'm keeping it nice and easy. Okay, you were not supposed to. No one has to bring anything. I didn't expect anyone to bring anything. You bought yourself to the event. You bought a book. You done your job. I mean, you're not even a job. I just appreciate it so much. You don't have to give me anything. I was nice that people did want to, but I don't expect it. I was surprised by it, honestly. I got to try this Burco's popcorn. Maybe I'll try it here on the channel. Maybe worse. Yeah, no. Again, no tributes. No tributes. I don't want tributes. I'm just blown away by everybody's response. What else do I want to tell you? I want to keep on doing. Yeah. Go ahead.
I just ran to the other room because you were talking about Twin Snakes, and I saw on a TikTok, and I haven't tried it yet. Mm-hmm. But this is a sour gummy bears OG, the best.
Love it.
By the way, I did try putting the regular ones in the fridge and then.
Yeah, what did you think?
Cold. They just,
they said put them in the fridge, then let them thaw for 10 minutes, and then eat them cold. I don't know, I didn't find it to be. I didn't either. Yeah.
It did not change my life. I also went through a phase last week where I was trying to make my own gummies, and it was horrible. It was so gross. Not for you, dog. Okay, anyway, so I saw TikTok. Let's see if this fucking works, man.
All right. What is this?
About opening. Okay.
All right.
So, it has the little
Yeah.
The peg, whatever. So this is on the back. It's working.
Wait, but
an easy way to open the bag where it just comes out like that.
But then you have to then the bag will go. Oh, okay.
Well, first of all, there's not going to be any leftovers.
All right, I love that.
And she did like
whoa. Molly, as a Haribo lover, and I'm a true Haribo lover. Yeah. You've just taught me something very new. I mean, this is we need to make Molly a life hacks bumper. I mean, let's get on there for that.
I gotta get on that. That is great. I didn't know that was gonna work. I'm glad.
Wow.
That it worked. Okay, real quick, Paul.
Yes.
Okay, so Twin Snakes. Twin Snakes is your jam. Is that your favorite?
I think it might be. I mean, I like Star Mix if I want, but Star Mix is like cheating because it's everything. Star Mix is probably the best one, but Twin Snakes is one that I find myself gravitating towards a lot.
It's all the same though, right? It's just different shapes.
Star Mix, no.
No. I mean, because I never go with like Twin Snakes or the cherries or whatever. I just go straight for sour bears. But it's all
I go cherries, Twin Snakes, sour bears. I very rarely do gummy bears, just plain gummy bears.
Yeah.
But wait,
But it's just all like the same like recipe, right? Just different shapes.
No, Molly, no.
Oh,
okay.
Boy.
Oh, let's break it down. Okay. Here's the thing. In Star Mix, you're gonna get a little Coke bottle that's gonna taste like Coca-Cola. Yeah. You can get Twin Snakes. One is like sour, one sweet.
Oh.
Very different. That it's actually a great flavor profile.
And you eat them together at the same time, or you?
Yeah, because they're attached at the head. Mm-hmm. All right. So then you have your gummy bears in there. Great. And then so there are discernible different flavors in each one of them. I think that the sour ones are a little bit harder to kind of pin down because the sugar kind of But yes, like and cherries taste great. The twin cherries, classic. So good. So the Star Mix is the one that you want to go to, and you can really pick and choose your flavors. Okay. People like the peach ones. People don't know what Twin Snakes are. Oh, hold on.
No, I haven't tried the Twin Snakes.
I'm gonna.
Portable Jeff. The ranking of Haribo is absolutely a sleepover.
I know sleepover. We got to get some sleepover back here. So I'm gonna show.
I'm talking to Anna about it, so
I'm excited that Anna is gonna be back in the mix.
Yeah.
Let me see here. I'm gonna see if I can share my screen.
Twin Snakes?
Okay. I got it right here. I may have it right here. Boom! I got it. So this is Twin Snakes. They look like that. That's it. So sweet and sour. They're a gummy candy. Yeah, and that's that. They look like that. That's
4 of them.
I know them as being 2.
Okay.
But I think they've put 2. I think they've put 2 together. So it would be like blue and red, not blue. Not the idea is that each snake is a different type of. There it is.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, they look a little unappetizing now.
I didn't realize they were sour and sweet. I thought they were just like, all right, so it's just 2 different sweet flavor profiles.
Oh no! This is.
Okay.
Like Haribo. Like let me see. I want to see this one. Star Mix, because Star Mix really gives you. And then you go to Europe and you get a bunch of. So this Star Mix, Meet the Stars. Well, let's get this out. Yeah, okay, use necessary cookies. There we go. All right, so Star Mix, you're gonna get Gold Bears, Twin Snakes, Happy Cola, Happy Cherries, and Gummy Rings, all in one bag. All your favorites in one bag. You don't like it. You don't like.
Here's my thought about that. Like,
okay,
those flavors don't all go together. You're not going to eat like a soda with a cherry.
But that's what's nice about it. You have a soda, you enjoy it. You're not popping a mouthful of them.
Well, that's what I'm going to be doing.
Oh, okay. You like, all right. I get it. Now, I've heard that this is the best one.
Really?
Sour Sketty.
Oh, boy. Guys.
Sour Sketty people really go to town on.
Okay.
All right. Sour Sketty, I was told by my Haribo expert, that might be the best one. But there you go. And then there's Peaches. So Peaches, Happy Cola, Twin Snakes, Gold Bears, Sour Sketty. You got the Roulette, which is fine, but too small. Sour Golden Bears, Happy Cherries, Watermelon, and Sour Streamers, which seem to be a new flavor.
Oh, it's
I've
like
not
ribbon
seen
candy. Okay.
Yeah.
Woof.
These are fan favorites. Fan favorites. I'm here to help, Haribo.
Thank you.
By the way, if anyone has a connection with Costco, let me know, because I did my airport signing and now I want to do Costco signings. I want to go to Costco's and sign. I'll go in the middle of the country. I would like to actually go to the middle of the country. I would love to go to Costco. I don't know if anyone has a hookup at Costco, but let me know what you know. All right, let's close this up.
Perfect.
And then, all right. So
Great
I think
show.
we did it. We had a big fun show. Molly, great to be back. Let's do it. We'll be back next week, I think. Maybe. Well, I think so.
Probably.
Go.
Well,
Yeah, we
go on
seem
the
like we're
Discord.
back on. Yeah, we're on the Discord. All right. We'll see y'all later. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.